Venom seems to have a case of the gay. Andy Serkis is loaded as an actor and director and is well known for his CGI roles like Gollum or, for example, King Kong. Still, when it comes to comic books and comic book related knowledge, he seems as clueless as a junkie about to take a driving test. In a recent interview with Uproxx, Serkis stated there is a part in the upcoming Venom film, Let There Be Carnage, that he directed, which can be interpreted as Venom's coming out sort of party, implying there is something of a love relationship between the symbiote and its host, Eddie Brock. Not only is the hint hilarious, but inaccurate. The character came from the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man, and in its 300th issue, the character displayed a certain hatred that was fueled by Brock's feelings towards Spidey, not because of the symbiote having any feelings, you know. In any case, for Amazing Spider-Man issue 316, Venom returns, and in order to defeat him, Spidey consults the situation with a psychologist who suggests there is something of a feeling between the symbiote and Peter, like a love-hate relationship of sorts, but not that there is an actual love relationship or any sort of relationship for that matter between the two. It's more of an obsession, and it's more of a case of trying to get the better host. That is the thing here. It's a symbiote we are talking about, and as such, the symbiote is always going to try to do the best for itself, and that's all about it. Further in this point is the fact that when Carnage first appeared in the pages of Amazing Spider-Man 361 in full, and when his origin story was told, Venom confessed that his symbiote side did reproduce before leaving jail with Brock, while Brock, was sharing his cell with Carnage's host, Cletus Cassidy. But that it didn't feel the need to inform Brock of it because the symbiote's race doesn't have any attachments, doesn't create bonds, and the individuals don't form families or societies. Let that be clear. There are no feelings then. There are no connections in that case. To imply that there is a romance between the symbiote and Brock is stupid, ignorant, and yet just another attempt at virtue signaling to gain woke Twitter's good graces. The reason I believe this to be so is that producer Avi Arad, who worked for Marvel for a very long time, stated that Brock is actually still in love with her old flame Anne Weir, played by Michelle Williams, none other. Arad mentions that Brock loves her, and because of that, the symbiote also wants her in their life and wants to protect her. After all, the symbiote thinks of Brock and itself as one and the same. They are not two separate things. Seems like Arad understands these characters better, and it should be so, given he worked on the animated shows from the 1990s and also served as executive producer in many of the early Marvel film projects. This clearly was mandated in order to serve a promotion for the film, and there is really nothing of substance here as stated by some early reviews for the film that talk about how flimsy, stupid even, the film is, how good fun it is, and how it is something of an Evil Dead Part 2 sort of movie. So there is fun, there is entertainment, but curiously enough, nowhere is there mention of a possible rainbow connection. I mean relationship, rainbow relationship between the protagonist and its symbiotic guest. More concerning to me than this waste of time and space would be the apparent lack of any attention or any mention of Woody Harrelson's performance, provided that he is really a good actor and that he plays Carnage in this one. And I would expect him to steal the show altogether. I mean, he's a very competent actor and he's actually quite capable of stealing the show. But funny enough, we haven't had any indication, any praise, or even any comment about that or regarding his performance in this film, or even that he is in the film, as if they have forgotten that he is part of it. As for me, well, I don't really think I'll be watching this one. The first film was okay for me. but nothing really else. I didn't really see anything in it. I didn't think of it as this huge event in comic book based films, and certainly don't feel like watching a second one. But to add to it is also the fact that I don't like woke virtue signaling of any sort, such as what Serkis is doing right now in trying to promote the film. And I also despise the way in which Michelle Williams used her winning an award to be thankful and vocal about abortion and other dumb comments that normally come out, rather always come out, from these Hollywood types. No, thank you. I think I'll keep my money. It might be a disappointment because we can have a kick out of Woody Harrelson's great performances, but for that I also have Zombieland and its sequel, which also I think is really good and stands right next to the original. Both are great films. I don't really think that we can say the same about this Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I also don't think that, the first one was that great, so I don't really expect that we will see something so huge, something so great, or something so phenomenal. And perhaps maybe because of that is the reason that they go out of their way to promote the film in such a dumb way. Then again, the first film was popular, and it also had a great success both critically and in the box office, so it only stands to reason that they want to reprise that sort of success, and they are trying to do so by appealing to the woke Twitter masses to go and enjoy the film. We don't really know, but I think that it can go on that way. Anyway, that's only my opinion. As usual, let me know yours down below in the comments, and also let me know if you plan on watching this film, if you're excited about it, or if you just don't care about it, and even more so, if the current news and these declarations and these statements from the likes of Andy Serkis turned you off and do not want to watch it anymore, or if despite them, you want to continue and watch this second film. Your opinion is always important for me in this channel. Until next time, everyone, peace out.